If I were to ask you, what is the first thing you think of when you think of Brazil? It may be Carnival, the Amazon rainforest, the Fast and the Furious movie, or even Rio. What most people don't think about when speaking of Brazil is the economic opportunities of doing business in that country. Brazil is the third largest country in the Western Hemisphere by both landmass and population, and is the third largest exporter of agricultural products in the world. It was colonized by Portugal, so unlike many of its neighbors in South America, Portuguese is the official language of the country. The local currency is the real, and much like the United States, it features a democracy with a free market economy. The main products of that economy are coffee, iron, steel, crude oil, and wood pulp. These products are produced, transported to ports, and from there exported to other countries. Unfortunately, infrastructure has not to date kept up with the needs of its agricultural production. Many opportunities exist for businesses to help develop these infrastructures and further grow in this economy. Everything sound good so far? Thinking of picking up the phone to strike a new business deal? Well, there are a few more things you should know before dialing international. Brazilian business professionals prefer to keep a more personal approach to business. They respond best to consistent and in-person meetings with an established team. Culturally, Brazilians are pretty laid back and an informal group during meetings, but dress formally and conservatively. Business hours are typically 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., with decision makers coming in and staying later. WhatsApp is the preferred communication avenue in Brazil, even to an email or a phone call. Time is treated differently than in the United States. Traffic in large cities can become very congested, and so delays in meetings start times are common. You are expected to be on time for lunch or dinner meetings, though. Most of these sorts of meetings can last an hour or two. Language barriers can be a factor, so be sure to hire an interpreter. While English is part of children's school curriculum, like most children in the U.S., they don't become fluent in a second language. According to the International Trade Administration, only 4% of Brazilian citizens are proficient in English. You should also be aware of travel requirements like visas and optional vaccines that you may need to get prior to travel. With the various opportunities for growth, Brazil is an up-and-coming destination for business opportunity. It has had some drawbacks and pitfalls, but for those who do their research and are willing to put in the time, it can be a good investment.